Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Stop for the loss by Devin White.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the fresh?
And it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Another run here with Dobbins. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection. perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back up.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
So ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Succop's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Fournette once more on second down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Brady now to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's got room. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort? Or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, they certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Succop for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Set up shop at the 32-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time out on the very first play of the drive.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 29 yards.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 42, Buccaneers 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, girl. moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat even ate. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled.
Yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.